raunchy alcohol-fueled Taco Bell party included open sex. Ew. You want to talk about a walk on the wild side? I'll be more afraid of foodborne illnesses than STDs. I hope somebody used a condom because the last thing you want is a baby being conceived in an establishment whose slogan once was head for the border. You filthy animals. A former Los Angeles area Taco Bell employee is suing the company and a franchise owner after she claims a Christmas party at the fast food restaurant descended into a drunken mess that included open sex. What? Alana Bechiom filed her lawsuit last week in Los Angeles Superior Court. In the suit, she alleges that her supervisor invited her to the December 18, 2022 party at the San Pedro Taco Bell at which she worked. She was encouraged to bring food for a potluck style buffet, and her contribution was a bowl of guacamole. Ah, sweetheart, so naive. That wasn't a potluck dinner. That was an orgy. She bought guacamole, and meanwhile, all the co-workers are running around playing Esconde el Pepino. Once she arrived, Bechiom discovered that her supervisor covered the windows of the restaurant with wrapping paper and also covered the cameras for the lobby and the inside of the restaurant, according to the complaint. The New York Post reports. At that point, it shouldn't be too weird because you probably don't want corporate to see you drinking on camera. She claims her supervisor provided alcohol to staffers, several of whom were overserved. Around midnight, after Bechiom had stepped outside for a short time, she walked back into the restaurant and saw a co-worker having sex with his wife in front of everyone at the party, she alleges. You thought it'd be fun to hang out with your fellow employees? You turn around, they're banging each other on your workstation. You have to wrap burritos there tomorrow. This is why you don't hang out with your co-workers after hours. Shocked, disgusted, and outraged, Bechiom claims that she first ran out of the restaurant, but then went back inside to retrieve her guacamole bowl. Yo, at that point, they could have the bowl. Everything has been defiled, only to find that her manager and the other co-worker involved in the sexual encounter were vomiting. One threw up in the trash while the other vomited in her guacamole bowl. That's why you don't go back, according to the complaint. I've caught some extremely bizarre stories over the past 2-3 years since I've been doing this. This one has to be at the top of the list. Sis, you were supposed to forget about the guacamole bowl and run and don't look back for fear of being turned to a pillar of salt. Bechiom says she reported the incident to Taco Bell Human Resources and Alvarado Restaurant Group, the Colorado-based franchisee. The manager and other co-workers involved in the sexual encounter were fired. Her complaint states after their termination, Bechiom alleges she was threatened and had her car window shattered by someone associated with her former co-workers. I can't shake the feeling that they were doing something like this regularly, and it wasn't just for Christmas. They knew exactly how to do the cameras, do the windows. This was probably at least a couple times a month. What do you think? Taco Bell and the franchisee did nothing about these threats and instead told her that they were transporting her to a new location rather than disciplining the employees who threatened her, according to her complaint. Bechiom eventually quit, good for her, and alleges that she has suffered actual, consequential, and incidental financial losses and that Taco Bell violated anti-discrimination laws, the New York Post reports. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy she decided to leave that whole terrible stigma, that whole terrible memory, that whole trauma of what happened in that Taco Bell restaurant behind her, but still pursue legal action, sue their asses. And at the end of the day, at another location, she'll be viewed as nothing more than a workplace snitch, not a whistleblower. KTLA reached out to Taco Bell and the Alvarado Restaurant Group for comment. While we don't own or manage this location, the franchisee who owns and operates this restaurant has shared that they take these claims very seriously, a Taco Bell spokesperson said.